I've spotted a suspicious structure on Sentry Island. It appears to be some type of military complex. Commencing recon.
Wait a minute. Did you just see something on radar?
Otisu, negative. I can't see anything.
Huh. I must be seeing things.
What? Missile alert! Where's the camera?
I have an updated situation report. The forces hunting LASAF Commander Diego Navarro have been decimated at the Danern Straits. It appears that LASAF has developed a new type of attack aircraft. I can't believe they had a working prototype from the aerial fortress. Sorry, back to the report. The new attack aircraft is named Fenrir, according to LASAF reports. From the satellite intel gathered, it appears that the aircraft took off from Sentry Island. We received information from intelligence services that there appears to be a factory on the island. There are 2 routes to Sentry Island. First, LASAF has a squadron of ace pilots, the Alex Squadron, situated near the Danern Straits. They are currently headed for Sentry Island. If a pilot of that caliber were to pilot the new craft, we would have a lot of trouble on our hands. Another route is Cobalt Cave, the location of enemy research facilities. It is believed that they are preparing to move some sort of weapon. We don't know the details, but it is most likely a weapon to mount to Fenrir. The ace pilots and the unknown weapon are both major concerns, but we can only deal with one of these threats. You must stop whatever LASAF has planned. You are about to enter LASAF territory. We don't have much intel to go on, but you need to decide how to proceed. We have learned that LASAF is using Cobalt Cave to secretly conduct tests on a new weapon. Intelligence states that the weapon is to be mounted to the Special Assault Aircraft Fenrir. It appears that LASAF got wind of our movements and is moving the operation to Archelon Fortress. We don't exactly know much about this weapon, but we need to put an end to its development ASAP. Simply destroying the transport frigates won't suffice. You must also destroy all warehouses on the island. We've been warned, however, that the warehouses are loaded with explosive chemicals. Fly up and out as soon as you hit a warehouse, or you'll be caught in the ensuing explosion. During the mission, Allied amphibious units will be deployed to the island to gather intel for the upcoming assault on Archelon Fortress.
yourself to refueling craft. You're coming in too fast. Slow down. 500 yards to go. Nicely done, sir. Commencing refueling.
We succeeded in preventing the delivery of LASAF's new experimental weapon, as well as destroying their research facility. The Allied landing force has apprehended an enemy scientist who is seeking asylum. He has informed us that the cargo LASAF attempted to fly off Cobalt Cave was in fact a microwave weapon of some kind. To think that they were able to develop such a device. It's a good thing we interrupted the delivery before it was too late. The Ace Alex squadron has moved from the Danern Straits to Archelon Fortress. There is no doubt they were sent there to intercept us. Reinforcements from LASAF were also sent. It appears they've just arrived at the Danern Straits. LASAF has deployed multiple air and naval units to defend against our assault on Archelon Fortress. Our military satellites have already confirmed large-scale aerial movement. The LASAF fleet is also thought to be heading there via the Danern Straits. The fleet will pose an immeasurable threat to our attack plans if it is not immediately stopped. I highly recommend attacking now, before the fleet arrives at Archelon Fortress.
Big
We have successfully prevented the LASAT fleet from docking at Archelon Fortress. It was a difficult battle, but we've weakened the enemy's hold over the fort. Archelon Fortress is the final obstacle standing between us and total victory, sir. We've advanced within striking distance of Archelon Fortress. Fenrir, the whole reason they started this war is being made right here on this base. It's our duty to wipe this base clear off the map. We've received information that LASAP's elite Alex squadron is now stationed within the fortress. Fenrir's superior combat capabilities and optical camouflage, combined with the skills of LASAP's elite ace pilot, make this threat too dangerous to approach head-on. Disabling the optical camouflage is our only chance for success. A LASAP scientist we apprehended at the facility on Cobalt Cave has informed us that, due to Fenrir's compact size, it must rely on microwaves emitted from the nearby base's electrical transmitter to power its optical camouflage. The same forces that fought alongside us at Cobalt Cave will make sure the gate to the electrical transmitter is opened. If you succeed in destroying the facility, you should be able to handle Fenrir just like any other fighter. We don't have much time to pull this off, so make sure you're there when the gate is opened. Sir, we've succeeded in freeing Aurelia. The war should have already been over for us. But someone has to put an end to this. Just make sure you come back alive.
As I wrote down the words that would reveal the truth to the world, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. It said that the only true winners in any war are those who achieve what they intended. Diego Navarro had left Aurelia's capital in defeat, yet his goal of increasing arms exports had been achieved. It seemed as though he may be the true victor in this war. After returning to his homeland, it appears that he now plans to unveil the ultimate weapon before his countrymen. Satellite images of the Archelon Fortress will provide the backdrop for his speech to the world. Such audacity must come from his confidence in this ultimate weapon, Fenrir. There's no such thing as a foolproof plan, I whispered to myself as I watched the sun slowly wheel across the sky overhead. Even the country's hero, still in the heat of battle, hadn't returned home for the celebration of victory. The Southern Cross will ensure Navarro's plan ends in failure. Ain't that right?
To all aircraft, this is likely to be our final sortie. Unlike you, fighting on the front lines, I stay behind and watch the battle through my monitor. I'm in no position to ask anything from you, but please allow me this one request. End this war and come back home to Aurelia. That is all.
This is Aquila 1. Roger that. We need to make certain that nothing like this ever happens again. Isn't that right, Southern Cross? lead the way.
We've got a reading on radar. Multiple targets. Aurelian fighters confirmed. Send out the Alec squadron.
Affirmative. Alec 1, taking off.
Alec 2, taking off.
SENTRY is equipped with the same type of optical camouflage as the airborne fortress. However, with the Aurelian satellite surveilling system back online, we should be able can deal with him ourselves. Go get him for us. Oh no, the gate is going to close. The Southern Cross will be trapped inside. We have no choice. We must withdraw. We leave it up to you to end this. Put out that fire! Protect the control system! No, no good. The fire extinguishing system is out. Use whatever you can find. Put the fire out. I think there's some shooting tests on it. Oh, wait, hurry through this plane! There's nothing we can do!
Griffith 1! Griffith 1! Come in! Sir! There he is! Griffith 1!
Unbelievable. He destroyed that entire fortress.
He did it! Yeah!
That's our ace. If the door hadn't closed, I could have been the one to destroy the fortress.
Give me a break. Like there's any way you could have made it through there.
Whatever.
Crux to Griffith 1. Good to see you're all right. I thought for a second you were caught in the explosion. Our victory wouldn't be a celebration without you, sir. When you think about it, you can't help but feel sorry for Lasath soldiers. They were nothing but pawns in Navarro's sick game. Well, it's finally over, isn't it? Let's head home. To Aurelia.
Archelon and Diego Navarro's beloved weapon Fenrir were ripped by explosions and engulfed in flames. While these images flashed on the screen, the eyes of the press watched as the enraged citizens of Lasath stormed in on commanding officer Diego Navarro. When the rage of the thousands had finally subsided, it is said that there was nothing left but the shattered remains of Fenrir. It's ironic that the stage for the unveiling of his greatest triumph would be his ultimate undoing. When it was all over, I tried to get an interview with the Southern Cross, only to find that he had already returned to Cape Aubrey.
He said he's never really liked hot weather.
Eugene Solano, the young radio operator, answered sheepishly. Peace had returned to Griswold, and it was now covered in the colors of the Christmas season. I went ahead and bought myself a figure of Santa, the kind that I could only find here.
Albert, I thought you couldn't stand the Southern Hemisphere.
A fellow reporter said to me as he saw the Santa figure, a memento of this Southern Hemisphere of backward seasons. I like the design, I said as I embarrassingly showed it to him. It bore the emblem of the Southern Cross.